Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, being the 5th of July, it's time for another fun fold card, and this is part of the hashtag FFC Challenge 2023 hosted by the lovely Monika Weclewska, and there are 5 of us who are showcasing how to make these fun fold cards. And every month it's a different card. So this month it is a hexagon pop-up card. So it looks like this when it's flat. Okay, you take it out of the envelope, and then when you take it out of the envelope it pops up. So you can see there's a hexagon, there's the mechanism underneath, and it forms that hexagon shape, and then you've got the topper on top. So when I first saw this, I thought, oh gosh, this is really complicated, and I'm not sure I'm going to manage this. But actually, it's not that difficult. It looks, I think, more difficult than it is. And so I'm going to show you how I made this one. Now, there may well be other hexagon pop-up cards, different designs, different ways of making them. And no doubt, you know, between us, we will show you the different mechanisms, because in the past we have all been making the same fun fold but in totally different ways. So let's see what happens this time. So I've got my materials together. So for the base from here to here is 6 inches. So your card, I mean, if you want it to be 6 by 6, the topper, you know, will fit on there. So your topper needs to be of a reasonable size, I would say. This particular one here that I've used is just over 4 inches, and the one I've made for this card is 4.5 inches square. So anyway, we'll see. You can use circle, you can use oval, you can use any shape you want for the topper. You can decorate it as you like, and this one obviously is a very simple one. It's just a hunky-dory topper from one of their topper pads. But and then I've decorated the panels with paper, but you can leave the back panels plain so that you can write a message, or you can write the message here. Not an awful lot of space, I must admit, for writing the message, but enough space. So for this one, I just used some paper that went with the image in color wise, and then I've used some flowers and butterflies here. Whoops. I've stuck a butterfly here, and then this gorgeous ladybird there. But you can leave it plain, you can use decorative paper, you can do whatever you want with this band around here. Of course, you can do it in a different colored card. So I would say it needs to be quite flexible, card, and you don't want really thick card, because otherwise you're going to have a very bulky element to post. So this one this will actually fit in a 5 by 7 envelope, this particular one, because this is less than 5 inches, so it fits very comfortably in there, but it will need to go as a large letter. Anyway, that's the introduction over. Now I'm going to show you what you need to do. It's very simple. You need 2 pieces that are 2 inches by 6.5. You need 1 piece that is 2 inches by 8. And you need 2 pieces that are 1.5 inches by 9.5. That is all you need to make this card base. And then, as I said, you've got the topper to put on top as however you wish. Whoops, sorry. And also the decoration for around the bottom. Now, you do need to do a bit of scoring. And so on the 6.5 inch side, you need to score at 2, 4, and 6. So let's do that. 2, oops, 2, 4 and 6 inches, and that leaves you with a little tab here which you're going to mitre, just like as if you're making a box. Okay, so we're just going to mitre that a bit, just okay. So you need to do that on both pieces, so let's do that again. So we're going to score at 2, 4 and 6. Okay, and then just mitre those corners. Okay, so that's that done. That's all the cutting that needs to be done as well. So then on the 8-inch strip, you need to score at 2, 4 and 6 as well. So 2, 4 and 6. So that's that one. And then wait for it. This is where most of the scoring is, because this is what makes the spring mechanism. This this mechanism here, which allows the card to spring open. Yeah. So hit this one. You need to score at 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1 1/4, 2, 2 3/4, 3 1/2. Then at 5, 5 3/4, 6 1/2, 7 1/4, and 8. Actually, this piece is measuring, yes, 9 1/2 inches. That's right. So that's it. Okay, so we'll just do that again. So we're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1 1/4, 2, 2 3/4, 3 1/2, 5, 5 3/4, 6 1/2, 7 1/4, and 8. Okay, so that's all the folding done, and that's now just have to put it together. Oops, I'll just put my scoreboard away. And I'll just say here, I got this idea for this card from Sam Calcott. What's the name of her channel? You probably all know Sam Calcott. I mean, she's a mine of information for making cards. So I can't remember the name of her channel. Isn't that terrible? Anyway, I will link her in the description box below. So and just in case you want to make a note of that, I'm just going to leave this here for a few seconds so that you can take a screenshot if you want of what I've just done. So the 2 pieces, 2 inches by 6 1/2, score at 2, 4 and 6. 1 piece, which is 2 inches by 8 inches, score at 2, 4 and 6. And 2 pieces that are 1 1/2 by 9 1/2, and you score it 1/2, 1 1/4, 2, 2 3/4, 3 1/2, 5, 5 3/4, 6 1/2, 7 1/4, and 8. So yeah, so that's that. So now we're going to put the card together. So we get the 2 pieces, which are the 6-inch pieces, 6 1/2 inch pieces. And we're just going to fold and burnish all the pieces, so you can see how the hexagon shape is coming together. So I'm just going to burnish these. You need to make sure that, you know, when you burnish them, that they're level at the sides. You know how sometimes when you make a fold and it doesn't fold quite right, and you get a bit of sticking over one edge? Well, to try to avoid that with this fold. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to stick this to that and then that to that, to make our hexagon. So I'm just going to get some glue. Where's my glue? Oh, here it is, right in front of my nose. All right, okay, so I'm going to put glue on here. You can use glue or you can use tape, double-sided tape. So it's totally up to you what you use. But do make sure that you stick it straight and that the two sides are level. Okay, because obviously this is going to okay, so that's one end. I'm just going to put glue on this end. Oops. And stick that down. Okay, just make sure that everything is level, and then that gives us our hexagon shape. Lovely. Right, so the next stage is we're just going to fold the middle bit of this in half. Okay, and we're going to stick this square. You see this square lines up perfectly with one of the squares on the base, and so does the other side. So basically we're going to stick that like that. I think we just lightly bend the others. Okay, so you get a shape like this. But before we do that, I'm going to decorate this piece of paper, this. So what I've done is I had a strip, a 12-inch strip of decorative paper, and so I cut it. What I've done is I've made some mats and layers, and this strip actually follows on. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so you can do this sort of thing, or you could stencil it, or you could emboss this strip. That would look really nice. So anyway, that's up to you what you do. Just going to glue these down. So this is going to be the front of my card. Okay. I have prepared some squares for the back, but I'm not sure whether to use them or not. so okay. Okay, so that's the front, because I'm thinking, it's nice to have somewhere to write on the back. So I'm not sure. Or maybe I just put the 2 and leave the middle one blank. I'm not sure. Anyway, I can decide that later. So okay, so I'm going to stick these on. So I'm just going to put glue on here. Dear, I'm sorry I knocked the phone. I'm charging my phone at the same time as filming and knocked the cable. I'm sorry about that. So this is the middle one. So just going to stick that in there so that this is level with the top. And just going to make sure that glue is well spread. And I'm going to do the same on this side. So you can see it does come together really quite easily. So that is going on there like so. Yeah. Oops. Not quite so easy, but yeah, there we go. Actually quite easy if you just press it down. So there we are. So we've still got our shape, and then this is where our topper will go. You see, the topper will go on here, depending, but anyway, we'll come to the topper at the end. So now we are going to make the spring. So starting at this smaller end, okay, we're going to go mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, and then mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain. Okay, and then this should, we get something like this, and we're sticking this bit onto here. Okay, so I'm going to stick it underneath. Yeah, so there we go. So that just sits on there like so. Okay. So that's one half of my spring. That folds down like that. And then when I let go, bing! So not to burnish it too much so that you retain some springiness. So a mountain, a valley, mountain, valley, mountain, and then at this, and then sorry, mountain, carry on, mountain, valley, oops, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain. Okay, like so, and then bring this around. So that's going to, we've got a shape like this. And we're going to stick this to this. I'm just going to stick that together like so. Okay. Okay, so that's our two springs. And they fold together like so. And then we're going to stick the two springs together, okay, to make our concertina. So I'm actually sticking the two glued ends together. I don't think it matters which way round you do it. Okay, I didn't need to put glue on both sides, did I? Anyway, there you go. It will have an extra strong, firm hold. Right, so those are the two springs then stuck together. Okay, and then all we're going to do is we're going to slot them into here. So oops. So you can, it doesn't matter which way you stick them, whether you stick them so that they look like this, or whether you stick them so they look like that. Doesn't really matter. Okay, and what Sam said was if you did stick it so that it was this way, then you could actually put things coming out the sides. Anyway, I'm not going to be so adventurous. So I am going to stick it so that it's going to be this way. So you stick one in along the same what's the word, on the same side as where you've stuck the support for the topper, and you try to get that in the middle of your square as much as you can. The trouble with this glue is it sticks very quickly, and if you don't have an awful lot of time to wiggle it about. So I'm going to try again. Okay, so I'm just going to stick that in there. Okay, so that's stuck there. Make sure you try to get it straight, and you don't want it to show underneath, you know, coming out. You don't want it coming out the bottom or anything like that. And then just fold it down and put glue on the other side. Oops, this bit's not quite so easy, but anyway, you put glue on that bit, and keeping that folded down, you just bring down the top bit, and it will automatically get it stuck in the right place. Okay, So that is our card base made. And then all we're going to do is put the topper on. So now we have to decide where we want the topper. So the topper could be here, okay, it could be right on the edge, or it can be further down. But remember that it will be on a slant. So you have to try and see how much of the base you want showing. Okay, so I'm just going to stick this down like so, and I'm going to stick my topper about half an inch perhaps from the top, and then if you position it more or less so that it's equal on both sides, and then just press down, it will stick in place. And there we have it. There's our hexagon topper. Oops, it's hasn't stuck properly. I'll just burnish it down. There we are. That should be all right now. So there's our hexagon pop-up card. I think it's great fun. They're lovely, aren't they? So I'm not sure that I showed you the front. I layered up a square of Miri card as the base, and this green card, which I thought went with this image, which I had in my stash, something that I had painted a while ago, and I just put that best wishes there. So that's our card, and I think it has actually turned out better than this one. This was my prototype, and I'll tell you what I didn't do. I didn't burnish these very well with the prototype, as you can see, and by burnishing them really well, you get a much better and a much stronger stand-up. So there we are. Do go across to the other people who are taking part in this collaboration. I think I failed to mention them. So it's Jenny of Jenny Ginger Ninja Crafts. It's Make Art with, oh dear, Catherine. Every time, I'm so sorry. Katerina Makes Art, I think is her channel. And then another Monika, the Quilling Lady. I will leave links to their channels in the description box below. Now, there is a Facebook group attached to this Fun Fold card challenge, which I will also leave linked in the description box. And the idea is that you can go over there and get inspiration, or you can indeed share your own makes with us. So it's lovely. I mean, some people share the makes on their YouTube channel, but you might not have YouTube. And it's really nice to see how, other people joining in and showing us what they make. Now, there is no obligation, to post a card every single month. Absolutely not. There's no obligation at all. You mustn't feel pressurized or anything like that. It's just a bit of fun. And it's just an idea to do some things that are a little bit different. And we've got that Facebook group where, and you suddenly think, oh, what inspiration, what, I made a card in the past, what was it? You can go back there and have a look at the different cards that we've been making. We try to make cards which fold easily and are fairly flat. I don't think I have succeeded with this one. This one is really quite chunky because it's the spring mechanism. Now I have seen a different way of doing it, where you make the hexagon in 3 parts, and there are slits in the base, and then you can put things in the slits in the base. But that to me was much more complicated than this one, so I much prefer this. What else have I got to tell you? Nothing. Anyway, just read the description box for any information that you need, and I'll see you all again the next time we make a Fun Fold card, which I believe is going to be in September, because I think we're having a little break in August because of summer holidays, etc., and everybody's very busy. So we're going to have a little break, and we'll be back in September. So take care, everybody. Have a lovely day, and I hope you're going to join in with this. You know, it is such a fun way to make a card, and very effective. And yeah, I love it. You know, as I say, it's the first time I've made one of these, and I think I'll be making more in the future. So there we are. Take care. Love to everybody, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.